Hi all, now we will discuss about computation. Whenever we use the term computation, we will come across with two different terms called as data and information. The first term data, which denotes encoding of information so that the information can be manipulated by a computer or a computing system. The second one is information, which is nothing but a piece of knowledge about the real world information. In data, we have quantities, characters, symbols, and other informations, and the data can be stored. It can be transmitted through electrical signals as well as it can be stored in magnetic tapes. Information is knowledge which can be communicated about a particular fact, particular subject, or an event, or an occurrence. We, with respect to data, we have two different type of data. One is continuous data, the other one is discrete data. Continuous data in the sense will be having infinite number of possible values. That is continuously we will be receiving the data. For an example, we can find what is the weight. So weight will be changing, and continuously it will be changing, and we will be receiving more number of informations about weight. Similarly, we have discrete data. Discrete data in the sense it will be having a finite number of possible values, that is yes or no, or it can have an range between bounded between 1 to 10. So likewise it will be having a finite number of data. Continuous data, it will have infinite number of possible values, and discrete data will have finite number of possible values. With respect to real world information and computable data, the data which we are going to collect should be capable of computable. That is, we will be able to process that in our computer. We should be able to store that, as well as we will be able to retrieve the information what we have stored. For an example, we have a credit card as well as a debit card. Nowadays, in the new credit card and debit cards, we use RFID, radio frequency identification chip, which will have the information about the customer, the account number, the account information. Everything will be available over there, and it is been encoded. The data is encoded, and it is the information, real world information, which we are in need for the purpose of accessing the credit card as well as the debit card. And the idea about computational thinking is nothing but we have to think like a computer. Just how the computer is going to process the data, how the computer is going to retrieve the data. In electronics, a signal may be an analog or a digital. Analog is nothing but a continuous data. Digital signal in the sense it will be having a discrete data. Analog signal is encoding of continuous data, and digital signal is encoding of discrete data. In our modern computers, we use only digital electronics. That is, we use discrete data. Discrete data in the sense it will be having a limited range or bounded values or bounded options. For an example, here we can have an example as such, whether the light is glowing or off. So here we are having only two values, whether the light is glowing or not glowing, that is on or off. We have only two values, so it will be called as the binary digit, and the short form of binary digit is bit. With respect to computing system, we not only use on off, yes no, we also use pictures, sounds, textbooks, videos, games. So all sort of thing information we use in our real world data, and all sort of things has to be processed and it has to be stored. For that purpose, we'll be using a sequence of bits, that is a group of bits will be used. A bit will be of 0 or 1, only two options. But sequence of bit in this is, suppose if I'm going to use 2 bits, then I will be having a combination of 4, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. 4 combinations I can have. These kind of real world information has to be converted into computable data so that the computer is able to analyze properly, it is able to handle the information properly. And here we are having a small examples. So the type of information, I can have coin toss where I will be having only two values, so the number of bits required is 1. Days in a week, 7. So for representing 7 days, we are in need of 3 bits. Number of months in a year, we have 12 months. For representing all 12 months, we are in need of 4 bits. Days in a month, 31. So 5 bits are required. So how we are calculating this? You just to see in the left hand side, the length of bit stream and the number of patterns. 2 power 1 is equal to 2. 2 power 2 is 4. 2 power 3 is 8. That is 2 power 3 in the sense I'm in need of using 3 bits for representing 8 patterns. This is what we have: computable data and information. Information is nothing but the real world information we are taking, and we are computing those information with respect to data. That is, we are encoding it, storing it, transmitting it to the other end, and then retrieving our original real world information. Thank you.